So I woke up this morning and discovered I had a flat tire. It was perfectly aired up, hard as a rock last night, so I knew that it couldn't have been a small leak or anything. So my first thought was to check the valve stem, and that's what the problem was. So it's got a little, you can see it there, cracked. I've had that on like 2 or 3 other tires in the past here, so that these valve stems do have probably a short life expectancy. So another thing I thought I might find was, well, I got a flat tire, and oftentimes we say something happens for a reason. So it's like, oh no, I got a flat tire, I have to deal with that, but good can come out of it. So I checked my brake pads and discovered that they are very thin, so they need to be ready to be replaced. You can see that. It's hard to see, but right in there. Yeah, there it is. Very, very thin. They're going to touch the metal soon. So I'm going to get a pair of brake pads today when I get this valve stem replaced. And then, what was it, about 1.5 years ago, I replaced the back drum brakes. So those are fine. Nothing wrong with those. Those are good for several more miles. So I'll pick up some brake pads, and then this Sunday I will change out my brake pads, because I got more things I got to do today that I can wait on doing these brake pads today. So that's the situation, and we'll put it back on here. I'm gonna call me a tire store, find the cheapest one. Shouldn't cost me much. I think the last time I had it done in Vegas, they didn't charge me anything, but I shouldn't expect to pay more than $6 to have them change out the valve stem. So we'll get back to you when we get ready to put the tire back on, or it'll be put on already when you see it next. All right, have a great day. Here I am at the tire store, and what's the name of the shop? $5 to have the valve stem replaced. So they started on it right away. He's done now, looks like. So, all right, I'm gonna put her back on here in a little bit. So after I got the brake pads from the store, I looked at them closer, and I could tell that the brake pads were smaller than what they should have been. And when I took the tire off, I just reconfirmed that I got the wrong pads, but they said if they're the wrong ones, just come back and get the right ones. So I took the tire off, and now, because I don't have the right tools to reach the main bolts to take off the brake shoe, I have to do what I don't want to do and remove the brake line bracket out of the way, which is going to release the pressure on the shoes. So I'm going to have to bleed the brakes later, but no big deal, because I don't have the right wrenches. They got stolen a few years back, no, a couple years ago, when I was traveling back here. So that's what we're gonna do. Gotta pick up some brake fluid, and I'll get to work here. Need something to catch the fluid there. I'm gonna have a big mess if I don't. Let's see if I can find something. I'm back. It is what it is. Alright, so I got the line all separated here. Now I can reach the big bolts that will take this thing off. Alrighty then. Size. Yep, that was right. 17. Alright. I think I need a little sketch here. Make it very extra tight here. Extra tight. That's gonna be loads of fun. I did it! Without breaking a blood vessel in my brain. Do that for later. See if I can get the second one. Alright. Yeah. There you go. You just got to put a little elbow grease into it. Love fun. You work with what you got. Top bolt, bottom bolt. Let's see if we got it. All right, man. Don't do that. Yep, that baby is nearly gone. We had like not even a centimeter left. I don't know if you can see it, but there's basically nothing there. Nothing left. That's probably got maybe 1/8 of an inch of pad left. So we will go to the auto parts store right now and go get the proper brake pads for it. So I got the new brake pads put in on this side. I forgot to film it as I was putting it in after I got it basically done. I remembered it. I should have filmed it for you. Anyway, so I still got the driver's side left that I'll do, and I'll show you a little bit of that. So I'm going to take that off and then put it back on. So now the fun part begins, where I bleed the brakes by myself. See how that goes. So if that goes well, it'll stop me. Okay, well, I've done this side. Now I've got to bleed the other side. Since the tire's already on, I'll have to crawl under there. So I probably won't get any film of that, but it's good enough. does this block serve as my my blocking for jacking this up, but it's also my step, outside door step, for when I come out of the RV. So it's multi-purpose. I'm not just lugging around dead weight. Everything has a purpose. If I get this together. Well, the next step is to test drive it, see if I stop. See you in the next video.